Welcome to Chris Hansen Barbecue. Today we're going to smoke a pork shoulder, we're going to make some pulled pork, and we're going to make some homemade coleslaw. It's going to be good. Alright guys, so I don't know if you can see the clock in the background, but it's 20 to 6 in the morning. We're going to go ahead and get our pork butt ready. What we're going to do today is we're going to put rub on, and we're going to inject it. I'm going to inject it with apple juice. I'm going to use apple juice. It's my first time using apple juice inside. But we're going to use this Bad Brian's butt rub. Used it before on one of these. It was great. Used it on ribs. Great. I think we might be using it up today. But anyway, let's get started. First things first, I'm going to use a binder. I'm going to use some spicy mustard. I'm going to squirt some of that on. Just going to smooth it all over the place. Nice and easy. Dirty. See the bone right here? Very nice. Alright. Looking nice. Rinse my hands real fast. Alright, so we're going to be generous when cutting this because everything is going to be pulled apart anyway. So we're going to go really generous while cutting this pork shoulder. Make sure this is broken up good. There we go. See, that right. So as you can see, we got a nice covering on the top. The fat cap side. This fat cap's nice. Doesn't need to be trimmed. It's trimmed really nice so far. So all right. Let's hit the sides real fast. Oh, it looks good. Looks like a nicely seasoned pork butt. All right, let me just rinse my hands real fast. My apology, guys, if I'm talking a little low. My family's still sleeping. Don't want to wake them. But I got the injector. I'm applying some juice. What I'm gonna do, look for the muscles. Right for the muscles there. So at this point, we're just gonna let this chill out. I'm expecting to lose some of the juices, but we're gonna let it just chill, let it absorb that seasoning. I'm gonna get our smoker ready. This is a 10 pounder. All right, so I just lit the chimney. As you can see, I got that chimney filled to the brim. It's just busting out with charcoal, which is cool because I want to get this up to temp pretty fast. I'm aiming for about 275 today. So the more you got lit throwing on, the hotter it's gonna be, faster it's gonna be coming up to temp, which is good. So we got a nice stack going. All right, so over here on the smoker, we're gonna dump the coals right in the middle. You can see I definitely packed this up. This cook might be going 10 hours, maybe a little more. So we want to make sure we have enough charcoal. But over here, I don't know if you can see down there, you probably can't, but I filled up the water dish, the water bowl, all the way to the top, because this is going to be a very long cook. Today we're going to be using some apple and hickory wood. I don't use apple that much, so I figured I'm going to go big on apple today. So I got about 3 pieces of apple, 3 pieces of hickory, and yeah, we'll see how it tastes. I'm thinking it's going to taste delicious. But alright guys, so right now we got our smoker all set up. We're just waiting for these coals to kick in. That's going to be a little while. I'm not expecting the top to fully ash over. I'm expecting maybe 3/4 or 2/3 of it to be lit and ready going, and I'm going to dump it on then. So I'm going to dump it on, let that come up to about 275, and then we're in business. We're good. We're going to throw the meat on. I'll probably throw the meat on before it hits 275, but right around that 275 marker, we're going to regulate the dampers on the bottom. Here's the dampers right here. Hopefully you can see them. There's 3 on the Weber Smoky Mountain, 3 at the bottom. And then you got your damper up top, like every normal grill has. But anyway, we're gonna wait, and I'm just gonna enjoy the birds chirping up here in the Poconos, Northeast Poconos. Beautiful morning. Hopefully there's no rain for this cook today. It's gonna be a long one. I'm gonna go grab myself another coffee, and we'll be back pretty shortly. Now I put the fat side up. Now, a lot of people put the fat side down on their smokers. That's perfectly okay. There's nothing wrong with that. However, I did fat side up because how the Smoky Mountain works is you get the fire on the bottom and it comes up along the sides. So you got your water pan in the middle, comes up along the sides. The top is the hottest point. So I'm putting the fat cap on the top for protection. It works good this way. If you have like a barrel or drum smoker, then you're going to do it differently. They don't have most of them don't have the water pan. So with the water pan, it kind of deflects everything, pushes everything off to the side. It forces the heat to go up the sides. So that's how we're doing it. Hey guys, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make some coleslaw. It's really easy, and it's really delicious with your pulled pork. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do about about a 1/2 cup with mayo. That's going to be another base. I'll do about a half a cup. And more. There we go. Alright, so we got a half a cup of mayo. Give or take. I'm going to do a lot of people use vinegar. I'm going to use apple cider vinegar today, since we're doing the whole apple thing. I'll do a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Got some lemon juice. I'll do a tablespoon of that. See, we're gonna do about a teaspoon of sugar for a little sweetness. We'll do a heaping teaspoon. There we go. All right. So what we're gonna do is come over here. I'm gonna stir that up. I'm gonna get my whisk. I'll stir it up. Along with the pre-shredded bag of cabbage. We got the cabbage and carrots going in there. Perfect. All right. So we stirred this up. This is all pretty uniform now with one. That all looks like it's one, I can't even think, it's too early, excuse me. But it looks all like a mayo, like a wet mayo. I'm gonna drizzle it all around. Now, we don't want to put too much of this in. When we're done mixing it, it's still gonna look dry. But we're gonna put this in the fridge for, I don't know how many hours till we eat. We're gonna be eating later on tonight, so it's gonna be in the fridge for a long time. And what's gonna happen is it's gonna a little salt and pepper. I definitely want pepper. Pepper's good with the slaw. All right. So once you put it in the fridge, it's gonna get a little bit more moist. It's gonna draw out all the juices from the cabbage and whatnot, and carrots. So see this? It's not too. I don't know how good you could see, but you don't want it too wet, because it will become more wet over time. So later on, when we take it out, all we're going to do is give it a real good stirring. Alright guys, so it's 8 o'clock. This is going to be our first check. You can see how we're burning. We're burning a little low. Before we were burning a little high. So right now I'm just trying to still regulate the temperature. I just opened up one of the dampers. Hopefully that does the trick. But I haven't checked on the meat yet. This is going to be our first check. Let's see what it looks like. All right. Well, it smells delish. Let's give it off some nice smoke. Nice smoke smell. Okay, we're going to cover it back up. All right, guys, it's about 10:30. And we are holding pretty nicely about 275. All right, we're gonna check it out. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. See, that fat cap is really breaking down. Oh yeah, okay. Let's check the bark. Let's check the sides here. Yeah, that bark it's working. It's coming along. See the bone here. All right. Now, one of the advantages of the fat cap up is when the fat renders, kind of drips down the side, basting the meat even more. You can see it right now doing that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But one of the main reasons I'm doing it is to protect the top of the meat. Since this is a Weber Smoky Mountain, and the design of it on how it cooks is protecting the top of the meat. This way I don't have to come out here and spray it all the time. Just gonna spray the sides, get the sides nice and good. Nice. I don't need to spray the top because that's all fat. Do it a little anyway. Hopefully this mixes in with the flavors. That this flavor mixes in with the fat rather, and renders off the side really, really nicely, and bastes the meat. All right, guys. I'm still cooking on at 275. It's beautiful. It's holding nicely. Just gonna give this one last probe. I'm wrapping it regardless. I'm just curious to see what it's at. All right, this is. Up to 160. Just gonna wrap it. I'm gonna wrap this up. All but one side for now. That all right there. I got the probe in there. That's it. We're just gonna cover it back up and let it do its thing. So, just in case if you're wondering, when I was saying, oh, my probe this, that, whatever, blah, blah, blah. All right. I hooked in a thermometer into the pork butt, into the pork shoulder. You know, this little sensor here that's connected to my phone. So my phone is telling me the temperature. So, according to my probe, we hit the target time. Still cooking at 250. Oh, let's see what we got. Whoa, that looks awesome. That looks really good. You can see the bone is starting to, the bone wants to escape. Oh, that looks good. All right. So, even though the probe said one thing, I'm gonna check it, make sure. Oh yeah, it goes in like butter. All right. Mine's saying 194. The probe I wanted 195 out of the probe, so that's good. So, since it was covered in aluminum foil, it got the pizza box effect where the outside could get a little soggy. Not really soggy, but just soft. So, my plan is I'm gonna put it back on the grill. No foil, no tray. I'm just gonna give it a light sauce. Give it a light sauce, leave it on for like 10 minutes. This is coming off and it's going to the side. I'm eating it in 2 minutes. Alright. So we're gonna let it cook for about 10 minutes. I don't really need to sauce up the fat there. That's okay. Gonna cook for about 10 minutes. Now this barbecue sauce I'm putting on, it's a maple flavored barbecue sauce. Just gonna put a light coat, very light coat. Just gonna add a little extra. Alright guys, so this meat has been sitting for an hour and a half. It should be ready to go. So one thing, it really looks good. It looks very good. Wow, look at this. That looks good. Alright. So, just to recap very quick. It's actually only my first time cooking at 275. I normally do between 250, 225, 250. That's how I normally do it. Today, bounced up the time, and it looks really good. It smells really good. It seems nice and moist still, and it is still hot. It's still hot. So I'm just gonna go and turn this all off. Tastes good. So I cooked for 6.5 hours. I wasn't sure how long I was going to cook for. I was allotting up to 10, but I knew I was going to cook it at a higher temperature. And since I never cooked it at this temperature before, I allotted for the time. Oof, that is still super hot after it's been sitting for an hour and a half. I can't even touch it right now. I want to put some mitts on. So anyway, we injected it, we seasoned it, we injected it, we got it out there, used applewood and hickory. I've been really big on cherry lately. I kind of want to give some love to hickory, apple. So we kind of did a big apple thing today. Spritz with apple wood. We injected it with apple juice. Yeah, it looks great. It tastes great. It smells great. I'll make some sliders out of this for tonight at least. It's definitely gonna be some leftovers. But any questions or comments, please just subscribe. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing some sliders. We're gonna be using that coleslaw, that homemade coleslaw. That's gonna be great. But I gotta tell you, I'm really happy that we did 275 and not 225, 250, because I have a monsoon outside right now. It's coming down really hard. But anyway. Any questions or comments, please send them. If you got any requests, send that also. Definitely gonna try to get to everything. We're gonna be pumping out a lot more videos. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, share. And you guys have a good day.